Hey Cool Bean fam! Today, me and my roommate Morgan will be doing the Never Have I Ever challenge. So let's get started.
Part 2.
Alright, never have I ever crashed a window.
Never.
Never have I ever been dumped by someone over text. I have. This was last year and over Instagram where my ex-boyfriend Emilio said that he does not feel comfortable dating someone who's still in high school, and I just was so confused. So, I told him I would dump him if he tries to ask me to get back together with him.
Yeah,
I think that makes sense, though.
Yeah, it does.
Show him how it feels when he screwed up the first time. All right,
yeah.
Let's get started.
Never have I ever kissed a boy in elementary school.
I have. This is where this boy's parents and my mom got called for this. This boy named Alex, who liked me at the time, we got caught kissing outside on the bench, and this is where the principal went ahead and called our moms about it. So I do kind of regret it, but I kind of thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Oh, never have I ever stolen from somebody. I have. I have to tell you, it was one of my worst memories, but I can't believe I still remember this, even though I was like 4 years old. So my dad has this bowl that he keeps changing, but I didn't know he had taken $10 out of his wallet. I'd taken it. Little did I know it wasn't mine, and my mom is in my dad's car driving, and of course I start crying, and I said, "Mama, I did something wrong. Did something bad," and I didn't realize that until out of nowhere I admitted that I stolen it, so never will do that again. All right.
Never have I ever broken a window.
Oh, I have, and I actually got grounded for it. I was 7 years old, and I was playing with a neighbor of mine, and my mom specifically said, "Alex, don't throw the rock down." I didn't listen, and the glass door window shattered, and my dad ended up forcing me to give up my tooth fairy money when clearly I didn't want to give it up, and I was really annoyed because I couldn't have playmates or sleepovers, so I ended up just playing in my dad's wheelchair in the garage, just trying to entertain myself, so there's that. All right. Never have I ever broken glass.
I actually have, when I was at my house up in Maine, if y'all didn't know, I'm living in Maine now.
Yep.
And my mother rented a house in Brunswick, Maine, and it was in the first thing in the morning, I think, or in the afternoon. I went downstairs and I accidentally have broken one of my mother's egg dishes, the little deep egg dishes things, the little white dishes.
Oh.
Y'all can know what I'm talking about, but
God.
accidentally broke that and didn't mention or say or tell Mom that I broke it.
You're so brave. My God, I'll be nervous.
Yeah, because she was away at work and
oh God, that might have saved me.
It was worse.
All right, never have I ever broken a snow globe. I have. I'm not even sure how old I was, but of course the snow globe falls off the table in the living room, and of course I actually cut my heel, but surprisingly did I end up not needing stitches because my dad is a dermatologist. He knows what he's doing, and so he helped me out when I clearly was nervous. Okay.
Never have I ever cracked your head open.
I have. And funny story about this one. My mom's sister, Lynn, and her husband, Lee, who's my uncle. So they still have the coffee table in their living room, the same exact one that I cracked my head open on. And my Uncle Lee and I were just, he was roughhousing with me, and of course I hit my head back. My mom literally was so ticked off with him, understanding the fact that, it's my mom's kid. I'm my mom's kid, and I literally was lucky enough not to require stitches, but absolutely never will be roughhousing again on like a coffee table thing.
Never again.
All right, never have I ever cracked your wrist.
I have actually, when I was playing basketball at my middle school, and I accidentally landed on my left arm wrist, and went like that on the ground, and my wrist started to hurt so much. Like, I was really concerned that I wasn't ever going to play basketball ever again, so my mother and I had to go and get a wrist, what do you call them? Like
Wrist brace.
wrist brace, yeah.
All right, never have I ever broken a bone. I've never.
Me neither.
Right.
I'm knock on wood, people, for that. Knock on wood.
Never have I ever fractured your hip. I have, and I was lucky. This did not require surgery. I actually know exactly what happened. I was coming down my stairs in California back home. So, my stairs in my house are carpet. Literally, I call them the death trap because when you fall down them, they can be pretty miserable. So I fall down. This is where Fudge is one of my dogs, and he of course was in my way, and I fell over him, and I hear a crack in my left hip, and I wasn't sure what that was. So of course I got an X-ray done, and it turned out I had a small fracture, and luckily for me, no surgery needed, and I never will trust my dog who's not nice. Okay.
Never have I ever tried alcohol.
I have.
Go ahead, your story.
Alright, well, all I'm going to say is, at home, it's a long story short. Like, I have, like, a small sip, nothing major. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah.
I would say, I mean, I don't know if it is alcohol or not, but I think champagne.
Yeah, that's alcohol.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
It's sparkling champagne.
Yeah,
And I tried a little bit. It was, like, very sparkling. I don't like sparkling things. It's just kind of giving me, like, that fizzy taste in your mouth. And it's just kind of...
I'm not going to say who let me try alcohol
Yeah.
because of my mom.
Never again will I try champagne ever again.
All right, never have I ever prank called someone. I have, and this was actually, you were at Eagle Hill with me when I did this.
I think so.
Yeah, this was summer of 2018. So my dad, of course, is in the garage loading his golf stuff, and because he plays golf really early in the morning. And of course, I call him with this prank audio thing called Barking Dog, because our dogs Fudge and Lucy bark constantly. Let me tell you, they bark like a lot when they're outside. So I thought it would be a perfect thing. And the prank call thing, like, is like, oh, your neighbor is gonna like think of having your dogs taken away. And my dad really thought that it was our neighbor. Little did he realize he got prank called until he.
Ooh.
And I didn't, with the prank dial thing, I didn't even say, it didn't say like at the end, because I wanted not to say like, you just got prank called by prankdial.com, but yeah.
Wow. Never have I ever lied to your parents.
I know I have.
We both have.
Let's tell exactly what we did exactly with lied wise.
Well, I mean, I tend to lie to my mom. Sometimes it's just that I tend to forget what I lied to her about.
Oh boy.
And it kind of turns into like to trouble almost. But I'm good at telling the truth. It's just like it's hard to say it out loud because it's just like,
Obviously.
I don't want to say this, but like, I have to, and I know it's gonna get me in trouble, but you gotta be honest to your parents, people. I mean, honesty is best policy here.
The kids out there, don't lie to your parents.
Never,
It comes
don't.
back to you
Yes.
as a reminder. I lied to my dad because he asked me if I had taken his white undershirts, and I said I did not, because I didn't want him to know. I didn't want him to know it was me, because I always just take his stuff without even his shirts and stuff, because they're obviously comfortable. But yeah, I told him I didn't do it, and I did anyways. But I didn't say I did, so
Honesty is the best policy, people.
don't do it. All right.
Never have I ever regret something.
Oh, I have to say I most likely regret I most likely regret the time I broke in the glass door window, because that was really dumb of me. Because I defied my mom. That's why.
I think my biggest regret was I used to have this thing with a student at EHS, and I think you know who I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
Do you know Griffin?
No.
No? Oh, well,
Griffin, is it Mr. Is it the Griffin, the big Griffin? Or?
No, little.
No.
No, you don't know. Okay. Well, let's just say that we had a little rendezvous-ish place thing back when, and I kind of do like regret that because I was like, you know what, this doesn't feel right. It just kind of felt wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
And,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Never have I ever witnessed someone getting arrested.
I don't think so.
I actually have, and this is where I was at this place with my mom and dad. I don't remember exactly what place it was, but I think it was somewhere in the Mission District, and I was eating lunch. They had like food and stuff there, so I was eating the lunch that they had, and I forced him on the couch outside, and I see this guy getting tackled by like 2 police officers, and like it seemed like the guy was like resisting arrest, but it was actually pretty creepy for a young girl to watch. But
oh my gosh.
okay,
that's crazy. Never have I ever gotten detention in middle school.
I actually have to admit it, I have, and I remember because there were a few times, like one of them I remembered was, I don't know why I got in detention for this, but Mr. Hutchins, the PE teacher at my middle school, claimed that I was harassing a student, which I feel like was like really ridiculous. I got detention for that, and then another time I believe it was a boy and I got this because we used to wet toilet paper in the boys' bathroom and throw it up on the ceiling, but I never would do that again.
I've never gotten detention at all. I've always been a good student.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Never have I ever drunken 3 glasses of milk in one night.
I have.
Explain yourself.
I will. So I was going to this really nice restaurant because it was supposed to be a birthday present for my mom because I was planning on bringing her to a restaurant for her birthday, and we finally actually got the chance to go to that restaurant, and it was just me, Mom, and I think my brother Ian came over too, and it was coming to a close at our dinner time, and for some odd reason I had like at least 3 to 4 glasses of milk, and laugh at this, I think I was almost drunk that day.
Good thing it wasn't alcohol, Morgan.
I know, but like,
all right,
my mom would always say, my mom would always say that I'm a milkaholic. And I'm like, I love milk, so.
Alright.
Okay. Never have I ever chugged a bottle of water.
In one
night.
I have, and this is funny, I remembered, I felt a little tipsy after doing it because it was more than 1 bottle, so it was the same bottle of water, but I filled it up, kept drinking more, and I felt so tipsy that my dad thought I might have was drinking, like, alcohol, and I'm like, no, and he says, he told my mom, Denise, you know the kid is a waterholic, and I literally flop on my parents' bed, like, super unaware of what's going on because, of course, I was in a water coma just because I love water so much.
Wow.
All right, never have I ever gotten and called that someone was in the hospital.
Oh, man, that's...
This one's going to make me emotional because I don't really like this one. My mom did this when I was in elementary school, and I went to a Catholic school, and basically, my mom called to tell me that my dad was in the hospital having hip surgery, and it just kind of made me very upset because, like, I have separation anxiety where I don't like being away from him, and it just was not something very soothing since, you know, that was just something, it was reality for me, but that just was the case, so.
I have never done any of that.
Alright. Never have I ever changed your parents' password. I know I have, and this was actually as revenge on my mom. Because my mom actually changed one of my passwords. I don't know to what exactly. I think it was a social media account of mine. I was so mad. And so I figured out a way to change one of her passwords. I think it was, no, I'm not even sure to what. I think it was to her Facebook because I was so mad. I taught her a lesson. Don't you dare change my password again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never have I ever gone out of the house with a shirt and underwear with the pants.
I actually have, and this was where my dog Lucy had ran out the house. It's the middle of the night, and I had no choice but I had to go outside anyways, and I was like, you know what, barefoot, no pants on, just a long church shirt and with like underwear on, and I had to make sure she wouldn't run away even further, so had to do it.
All right. Never have I ever stayed up past midnight.
I have
too. Explain yourself.
Okay, well, the time I did it was when my mom was traveling and I was just basically staying home with my dad, and my dad actually caught me because he noticed my lamp was on. He was in the bathroom, and he comes in my room and starts yelling at me because I wasn't asleep, so I got basically caught, so.
I have stayed up past midnight before. I was staying at my cousin's house for Thanksgiving, and it was coming to the end of Thanksgiving, and we were downstairs. It was me, my cousin Mia, my cousin Kate, and my cousin Jenna, and we were all downstairs in our rooms, and we were planning on watching Princess Diaries, which I did not know it was a very long movie, and we started around like 9, maybe 10 o'clock at night, and then went past 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 in the morning.
Wow.
I was like, oh my god, we're watching a movie through the night and now in the morning.
Okay. Never have I ever been on a scary roller coaster.
I have. I've been on like at least 1 or 2 really scary roller coasters. I mean, there was this one, I know this one is not scary, but it was scary for me. It was a scary experience, and I was on one of those SeaWorld, like roller coaster rides where like a water slide almost.
Yeah.
It was so scary. I promised myself I would never go on a roller coaster because I hate roller coasters.
I went on one, but that's actually where I ended up getting sick, even though it actually scared me to the point where I had nightmares of it, like for 3 nights.
Wow.
Alright, never have I ever turned in a late assignment.
I have not.
I have, but that was only when I was given an extension. Never have I ever ran away from home. Never.
Me neither.
Why would you? It's stupid.
Yeah, right?
Never have I ever gotten yelled at for being late for class. I think we all have. I have. I don't remember the time, but
No.
alright. Never have I ever fell for someone.
That I did not like.
Probably, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Never have I ever been arrested. I have never, because I'm a good kid who doesn't do stupid stuff that other people do.
I've never gotten arrested either, and not gotten whipped for that, people.
Alright, hope you guys liked the video, and we will see you next time. Bye!
See you!